Hey people, Indrid here, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We find ourselves in the village of Gilded Vale, which has a corpse tree. Which my death godlike is quite happy about, I think. I feel like we should have a dark cape. There we go. The green isn't quite dark, it's not nurgly enough. And this weird colour.
As you wish.
We will be getting to some party members soon once we hit the inn. Speaking of party members, spoiler alert.
Were you looking for someone in that tree?
This guy has
I could
voice
introduce
acting.
you.
Don't need any help. You can actually get this guy as a companion later. But as I said earlier, we won't be using the pre-made companions. We'll be forming our own dark cult and actually, hopefully, be slaughtering all the companions to take their loot. Speaking of, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
I'm going to say nothing. The stoic option. You've got a lot of Gaul mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially Adirans. Not sure if I'm saying that right.
Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Okay then.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
Barrel-licking tongue. What does that even mean?
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
So he's got a split personality, basically, this guy, I think.
That's where you're wrong.
Let's egg him on for some violence. You're not going to take that from him, are you? Oh. No, and we're not taking it from you either. What did I do? Fine. Let's kill some fools. Barbaric blow. Hoo-ha! We actually hit it. Some poor bastards. Turned into bits in the middle of the village. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you. The tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Aggressive.
Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
You'd better have more to say for yourself than that. Please, I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Thank you for the dump of exposition.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was travelling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Stoic. Remain silent. A man must have his secrets very well. I should get going. I'm not interested in the split personality wizard.
I, given recent events. It's
Oh, he
just
wants
as
to come
well.
with me immediately.
I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
No. I prefer to travel light, maybe
I
later.
quite understand. A few more nights of stringy stew won't kill me, I suppose. Though if that dog goes missing, I may have to fast.
Loot the bodies. Is he going to stay there? Looks like it. some money and some stuff. Does it tell me what level he is or something? Whoa, whoa, I don't want to talk to him. No. Go away. He'll probably kill me with spells and stuff. We will kill him later. First, we must gather the beginnings of our cult by hiring, or rather, in my headcanon, meeting them in this inn. So we did save that dwarf, remember, from his forced cooking duties or something. It's a very strange situation. Let's kidnap this person to cook for us. Here he is. It's you, my saviour. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. Good. I've decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. Your party has gained a new recipe, savoury pie. Savoury pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. So if I open my inventory, go crafting, I can make my food. What does savoury pie do then? Plus 10 max endurance, plus 1 might, plus 1 perception for 150 seconds. Not bad, but we don't have the bits for it. Can make a stew. Also not bad. Pearlwood chicken. Constitution buff. And a might buff over here. Duke's own beef loaf. I'd love a beef loaf right now. We are up to 31 accuracy now, which is fun. You gain 3 accuracy per level. You also gain some defenses and stuff. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going in here, but we want to talk to Pasca and
Hello.
see what she's got to say. And welcome to the... Oh, it's you. Ten Frith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. More positive reputation in this town. Consider yourself a favourite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Ten Frith said he wanted to whip you up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So, what would you like? I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? This is how you hire adventurers. We got some XP. Awesome. Let me see what I have to work with. Okay, so you need to pay, obviously. They are always hired a level below you. So, level 1. And the cost goes up per level. So, we're getting them nice and cheap. We need to see, though, if we can raise some more money. What can we sell? All of this crap, basically. Yeah, let's just sell it all. They will come with weapons. Might not be the weapons we want, but we need some cash. Some random helmets and stuff. I'll keep those. Fashion is important. Note that the helmets we've got right now don't confer any bonuses, but they do later on. What's this? Wolf hide. I don't think this has any use. I'll just sell this journal. It's worth nothing. Just get rid of it. Torches. Get rid of a couple. Let's keep one just in case you need it for stuff. Some crafting ingredients here. But we got some decent money. We're getting some decent money. Trade. And now we can hire. Oops. Where is it? Here. We can hire 4 members of our cult. Awesome. Yes. So, our first... Who's it going to be? Who do we go for first? Let's go for our frontline fighter. It's a female. It is another godlike. It is going to be a fire godlike as well. Looking pretty badass, to be honest. So, fire godlikes get this battle forged ability. When reduced below 50% endurance, fire godlikes glow like metal in a forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them. So they gain a bit of armor and they will do a bit of damage to anyone who hits them in melee. Pretty cool ability. One of the better godlike ones, I think. I think the damage reduction you gain is 2, and it goes up every few levels or so, I think. We're going to stick with human body type, I think. Armor is just too big. Elf a bit too slender for a frontliner. It is going to be a fighter. is going to be a shield and spear user if we can find a spear. Starting ability. Knockdown is awesome. We've already seen it. We saw Kalisha using it earlier. Discipline Barrage. Now this is going to be a fighter. Fighters are awesome at being tanks, but we want our fighter to actually be not a pure tank. We want some decent hits going in. So I'm going to pick up Discipline Barrage, I think. Plus 20 accuracy for 15 seconds is a pretty big bonus. We will get to knockdown at some point, but we're going to start off with Discipline Barrage, I think. Okay. So fighters very rarely need intellect, although more duration is nice. I don't want to tank it too much. Yeah, because will is very important. So I'm going to keep it as so. We want a bunch of constitution. We want a bunch of might. We want a bunch of resolve. Dexterity 11. I think I'll knock resolve down 1. Ordinarily, you'd probably pump resolve up like crazy for a tank because it gives you deflection and will. But I think we'll go a little bit. Sorry, it gives you concentration, deflection, and will. We are going to dump intellect a bit more resolve. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. A fighter that can actually fight and not just tank. Culture. That makes you dual wield. We want a shield. The Living Lands, maybe? The Deadfire Archipelago. That's the one it started on, I think. No, Adir was the starting one. Let's go for... Sure, that looks like chainmail or something. Is that the one it started with? Oh, we're up to 17 resolve. We can knock that down and go 16, 16, 16 on our main stats. I'm liking it. And, oh, slave. Perfect. So why couldn't I... Oh, probably because I was a barbarian I couldn't choose slave? Weird. And this is going to be... When I find the portrait, which is hopefully in here, maybe you can guess. What Warhammer Fantasy character is this? As close as I can get to it anyway. Where are you? Custom portraits. There! It's Valkyria the Bloody. And you're going to be all red and corn-like. Yes. Red and orange. Yes, I know Valkyria the Bloody is not a fire person. But I'm sure she likes fire. I'm sure Corn is down with some fire. What head do we want here? I think the first one is the best. She does famously have horns, of course. And we've got some here. Feisty?
Yeah. Now I am leader of the group.
More sinister. Valkyria, hopefully it fits. Please fit. There we go. That's our fighter. She's in. There she is. Awesome. What did you start with? Mail armor, DR9. Does knock your recovery speed down. But I'm liking that. As you can see, it's countered somewhat by crush since it knocks down the DR to just 5. Awesome. Next. And we're going to save it here. Quick save. So I might mess up one of these.
Good day to you.
Hire some help. Another adventurer. This time, what do we go for? I think we'll grab... Let's grab our wizard. We just turned down a wizard outside. Our wizard is going to be just a human, I think. A human. Sure, meadow folk. Wizard. I haven't used a wizard in this game, so looking forward to it. They start off with Arcane Assault. basically a free spell that they don't need to prepare and stuff. They can use every fight. They get a bonus to Laura mechanics. So we didn't see the fighter, did we? They get constant recovery, as I've said. They can also upgrade that, I think, to veterans recovery or something. So the wizard, they need to put spells in their spellbook to use them and that kind of thing. We get to choose 4 spells at the start. Wow. There's a lot of choice, and these are the tiers of spells, all the way up to tier 8. There are so many spells in this game. You can also pick up or find other people's spell books and take the spells out of them for a fee. Kind of copy them into your book or whatever. So what have we got here? Archimere's Dazzling Lights, a faux AoE to mess up their will and daze them for 12 seconds. What does daze do? Messes up accuracy, dexterity, perception and intellect, and their attack speed is messed up. Not a bad debuff. Chill Fog. AoE freeze damage, and they're blinded. That sounds pretty good. Debuffed accuracy by 25. Perception, movement speed. Wow. And defense is messed up. It's only 3 seconds, but some damage as well. We do want him in as an AoE nuker. It is AoE, so it will hit allies, although you can use your intellect. Your intellect buffs the AoE radius of things. And the portion of the AoE that is buffed by your intellect will not harm allies, which is fun and helpful. Otherwise, you'd just be hitting them a lot. I'm liking Chill Fog. What's this? I don't want to be summoning quarterstaffs. Eldritch Aim. Plus 15 accuracy for the caster. Note that everyone wants accuracy to hit anything, so this is actually good if you're flinging out spells. Not bad. Fan of Flames. Going to be a cone attack, isn't it? Yeah. Big damage, but it'll have to get into specific positions because this is going to hit allies with the cone. Might be good. Fleet Feet. Plus 3 move speed. Yeah, to get away from danger. Ghost Blades. I like the sound of this. Faux AoE. Awesome. Bunch of damage and hobbles them. And you get a plus in accuracy with it too. Against reflex. A lot of the wizard stuff is going to be against reflex because it's an AoE. Oh, this is against fortitude. The damage is maybe against reflex though. Where is it? Ghost Blades. I'm liking it. It's a cone. But not hitting our allies is good. 5-meter cone. Jolting Touch. Gonna be short range, isn't it? Yeah, just 2 meters. Anything gets close to him, maybe you could just touch it. Maybe. Kalakoth's Sunless Grasp. Freeze damage to the target. And messes up their accuracy. Not too bad. What's the range of it though? It says what they touch. Minoletter's Minor Missiles. We'll take this. Some single target damage for 15 meters. I'm liking that. So we've got 3 that we like. Slicken. Oh, is that AoE prone? Spirit Shield. Plus 3 damage reduction. And a bunch of concentration. That'd be useful if someone gets into the back lines. Thrust of Tattered Veils. Some crush damage. Against deflection. So this would be good against other wizards and stuff that don't have good deflection. And it messes up there. And it interrupts them, as you can see. Wizards double a defensive skill. Do we want a defensive skill here? We probably should. We probably should. I think I'll go with Spirit Shield. Eldritch Aim is also very good. For that accuracy buff. I think we'll go with this. I think we'll go risk. No, we'll go for the accuracy buff instead of the defensive ability. I think we just need to be careful with this guy. Next, we want might to do damage, dexterity to act and recover from things quickly, and intellect for big AOEs. Why do we have 12 resolve? Oh, one from being a human and one probably from our culture. Yeah. Which one gives us might or intellect or something? This gives us plate armor. We'll take this, the living lands. I think I am okay with this. Constitution of 10. Need to be careful with this guy. Low resolve as well. But I think I'm happy with that. This guy is going to be... I don't know. Law makes sense, but he's not going to be using many scrolls because he's going to be casting spells. Let's be a drifter. Or survival. We can make his rests a bit better. It would be nice to get him athletics. Maybe a mercenary. Let's get him explorer. So this is going to be a person that I couldn't find official artwork for, actually. It's this guy. It's going to be Melek the Changer, which was one of Archaon's lieutenants. No idea what he looked like. But we're going to try and give him a hood and stuff. No idea. I guess it was Norse? Nordic, even. Norska, even. Hair. Sure. Black. Red. Black. Colours. Zinch colours. Some fancy looking purple in here. I think he was a Zinchian sorcerer. And blue? Okay. Is there a messed up chaos head? No. Hair. No hair. Mohawk. It's most likely going to be covered by headgear very soon. These all look pretty bad. Sure. This is Melek the Changer. Let's give him a beard. Yes. Portrait is in.
I'll teach you a lesson!
I'll take a peek. Yeah?
Now I am the leader of the group.
Follow me. Yeah. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Mystic. Mystic. Here he is. Oh, is it going to fit? Aha! This is our wizard. I better be spelling this right. I should check. I am going to check. Yes, that is apparently correct. There's good old Melek. And one more. I think we'll get our priest. Or priestess.
Good day to you.
As it shall be. One more. Spending all our... Oh, we can get two more. Awesome. This is going to be an elf. Maybe a pale elf. We'll see what we can change in the appearance. I might keep this weird green stuff going on. It'll probably be better to get this accuracy buff. But I like the look of the pale elf. This is going to be our priestess. So priests start with this Holy Radiance. Doing a heal for allies, an AoE heal, and burn damage for vessels. It gets, where it says here, over the course of the game, this power ability may shift based on reputations. This only affects player characters. It doesn't affect companions or NPCs, this reputation kind of stuff. Same thing for paladins. Their starting defensive ability, faith and conviction, will get better if they stay aligned to their order's dispositions, but it doesn't affect companions and adventurers. We are going to be a priest of Berith. Unfortunately, I can't choose Rimirigand, so it'll be the god of cycles, doors, life and death. Sounds good. Okay, priest. Priests are... Look at all these spells they get. They get massive amount of spells to start off with. They have amazing buffs, but also some heals and some direct damage stuff, some debuffs too. They're very versatile casters. We want big old intellect. Lots of might. Don't want it to be too weak. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. You're going to be from... Does any of this give you a ranged weapon? She's most likely going to be using a wand or rod of some kind. What is this thing? That's a spear. Get that. We can get that and give it to... Yeah, we're gonna go. We can give this to Valkyria to get her spear immediately. Not a very good one, but hey. So now we need to... We'll go for might. We'll go for might. Perception can be toned down a bit. Do we want law on you? Most likely. We'll make you a mystic. And you are Morathi, the dark elf hag queen. I wonder if I can fit that in. Where is it? There you are. Can we make you super pale like a dark elf? Kind of. Yes, look at that. Hair. Oh, you can't choose dark hair for a pale elf. Damn it. We might have to be a wood elf. We can't have Morathi with lightly coloured hair. Oh well. It's going to be wood elf after all. So we do get these bonuses against distant enemies at least. When we do use offensive spells, that is. Or just try and attack them with our wand thing. Okay. Where's Morathi? Where have you gone to? The game can crash when you have tons of portraits and you cycle through them too much, by the way. I hope it doesn't. There you are. Thank you. Head? We need pale skin. The palest we can get. I guess it's this. Sure. Hair black. And pretty long, I think. If there's any such thing. Again, she'll most likely have some headgear going on. What about this one? Stuff all in it. We'll go for that. Maybe? There. This is Morathi. And, I'm gonna give you black and like silvery clothing. Silvery white. Welcome to the party.
I've got this.
You can be feisty. Oh wait, you can be sinister actually. How do I go? Actually, I can change it in the inventory. Morathi. Is it gonna fit? Most likely not, eh? Ah, oh, so close. Morathi's fine. Morathi's fine. Except we need to quick save the hell out of this. Our cult is taking shape. Last person for now.
How do you do?
We'll only be missing one. Hire some help. Okay. Let's get our chanter. It's going to be human. Again, meadow folk, I think. Chanter. Chanters are awesome. You are constantly chanting these phrases during combat, passively, which do certain things like damage, buffs, debuffs, anything. And once you build up a bunch of phrases, you can unleash an invocation. So they are kind of low maintenance, constantly doing good stuff. And then if the fight goes on a long time, they can do some powerful things. So here we are choosing our first two phrases. You don't need to use them both, but you can choose both. This one will give us movement speed constantly. This messes up the enemy's slash and pierce damage. Messes up concentration. This constantly drains the enemy's health. I think we'll go for that. We'll go for that and the speed one. We'll probably only use this one so that we can make sure it's constantly active. An invocation. So our chanter is going to be Helman Gorst, the necromancer. The closest you can get, because your invocations can be summons. We'll get some skeletons, for example. Awesome. We'll probably have other people summoning skeletons as well from that talent. So, since you're not doing direct attacks, unless you use the shout type invocations, which there are a lot of, but we're not going to be using them. Might isn't too important. We're going to have him with, I think, some kind of gun, maybe like a pistol or something. He's going to be just behind the front line, buffing them. Yeah, so it's making him quite tough. Dexterity doesn't affect your chanting, so it's not super important for a chanter. Intellect's incredibly important because you want your songs and chants or whatever to reach large areas. I think we'll go for that. I think we'll go for that. What would give us some intellect? Yes, give him some plate armor as well. Make him super tough. How does that do to our stats? Intellect's 18, liking it. I am liking it. We could get slave, but I think we want this guy to have lore, so that while he's chanting, he can read off some scrolls and do some work. That way. He's not going to be super... In fact, what did we have his perception at? Nothing. We want that perception up. Because, like everything, if he has an offensive chant, it needs to roll to hit. Give him a little bit more perception. A little bit more. So what would give us, like, lore and athletics, if that's possible? Oh, there we go. So we want him to have that second wind self-heal as well. There was a +2 lore somewhere. But I think we'll go... Where is that +2 lore? An aristocrat. We'll go for mercenary. Okay, Helman Gorst. Again, I couldn't find any official artwork for Helman Gorst. It's amazing how few Warhammer Fantasy characters actually have official art. The only art I could find was from Total War Warhammer. But I just found a generic picture of a necromancer, which will do. Where is he? There he is. This is going to be Helman Gorst. And you're going to be... like brown. And black, I guess. Our cult is very emo. You're going to be white hair. Pale skin as much as we can. You're going to be bald and weird looking. I think. I hope. It's as bald as I can get ya. No one looks particularly old or strange, unfortunately. That one. Fine. No facial hair. You're a weird, gangly necromancer. Next. Voice.
Charge!
Easy now.
Sure, noble. Let me make sure I am spelling this correctly, because I cannot change these names. GH, Gorst. I was going to make him Heinrich Kemmler, but I prefer this name. Helmut Gorst is a pretty good name. And that's our party for now. We will be adding one more, a ranger,
Well,
once we get some more coin. Let's have a look at our formation immediately here. We want Helmut Gorst behind the front too. Wizard right at the back. And yeah, priest around here. So she can use her AoE stuff well. Helmut Gorst maybe there. I'm liking it. Here's our party so far. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. So here's the here is where we edit our chants. As you can see, there's the dark green is the chanting period, and afterwards it lingers. The linger duration is based on your intellect, so you can make it so that you can have 2 phrases constantly going if they linger long enough. That this one won't quite linger long enough to keep going. See, there'll be a gap there, and I want constant health drain, so we're going to keep this in. This is our chant. Chant of Death. So he's constantly going to be reciting "Come, soft winds of death," building up phrases to then unleash his invocation, which is summoning these skeletons over here. We want everyone on defensive. Chant of Death is on constantly. There we go. On. Can you turn it off? Why does it let you turn it off?
Well,
Valkyria, she just has her Discipline Barrage. Oh wait, who had the spear? There it is. So spears have an inherent accuracy bonus, which is awesome. They do pierce damage, which is often reduced by DR, unfortunately, but we're given that spear over there for sure. Can I? No, I know, doesn't it? Fine, I'll drag it. We want a ranged weapon for Marathi. For all 3 of these guys, actually. So here's Melek with his Grimoire. See the spells that we've learned. All good stuff. We do have a Vancian casting system for our priest and our wizard.
yeah.
As you can see, our priestess Marathi has 2 casts left of these level 1 spells, and there's a lot of them. Melek has 2 casts as well, but also has Arcane Assault 2 times per encounter. She has her Holy Radiance per encounter. Let's move your thing over there.
Yes.
Let's have a look at these spells. She's got tons of them. Armor of Faith, friendly AoE, +4 damage reduction. That's pretty amazing. It's like putting another suit of armor on us. This is a nice attack, which also debuffs defenses if it hits. This is an accuracy bonus, I think. Yep, +5 accuracy and +10% damage for 26 seconds. Not bad. What else we got going on? Divine Terror, frightening people. We're doing that with our Barbaric Yell, though. Halt, some CC, just straight up stuck, cannot move. If you can roll favorably against will. Melee warriors and the like, most likely, are more likely to have lower will, so it works out okay. Holy Meditation, +30 concentration and +15 will. Good for defending against mental attacks for your party, like being charmed and that kind of thing. Friendly immunity to frightening and terror. Here's our first heal. It's an AoE heal, which is nice. And we've also got Withdraw. Makes a target invisible. Isolates them within a protective sphere, and they gain health over time.
Yes.
If I look at Melek and use this, you see that red? That red will hurt our allies, but the orange or yellow will not. The yellow is given to us by our intellect. And you can safely cast that on allies, which is very handy for a wizard.
Yes.
So let's see what else is going on in this place, now that we've got some people. Can we steal this? We can. Some milk and some grain. I'll take it. I think it wants us to rest here. Right? Is that what it wants us to do? Seek help for your condition. Okay then. Not a lot to go on. Let's go up the stairs then. Oh, by the way, these people with these yellow nameplates, these are Kickstarter backers, which wrote a little story. You can reach out to their soul and read it. But we won't be reading them. There's loads of them. There's loads of them.
Of course.
Grab a drink, friend. Not much else of worth in this town, says the woman from Thane. Hey, we said we wouldn't mention Thane. We're having a good time up here. What can I steal? More of these yellow nameplate people. In guest. Oh, stuff to steal here. Now I want to experiment. I'm going to quick save. If we kill this person, what happens? Because you're not like a named character or anything. Is it going to like aggro the entire town? It does. Okay then. Fair enough. Now we know. So you need to be sneaky. We don't have a sneaky character yet. Oh wait. Indrid has leveled up. I didn't even realise. Okay, we can get some more athletics for that second wind. And more. Another ability. Savage Defiance is your self-heal. Pretty damn important. Blooded. Oh, more damage when you're low in endurance. Sprint. Pretty damn good. 3 per rest. Do we get a self-heal or do we get frenzy? Let's get our self-heal now. Another self-heal is good. Because I think Indrid is going to be dying quite a lot with his low deflection. We will be picking up frenzy though at some point.
Well.
Sure. So the next adventurer we hire, or cult member, is going to be level 2 because we're level 3 now. Oh, this isn't red, so we can do it. Yes, we need to 3 lockpicks. I should have got my sneaky lockpicker first. A rapier, a duelist's hat. Oh, I should dole out my my stuff. I do have a hood or something, don't I? I could go on Ghost. Got cape for Morathi. So the first few engagements, as they all have melee weapons, might be a little bit tricky, a little bit messy. More lockpicks over here. Black Hound. For the Black Hound Inn. Pet the dog. Am I this evil? Let's pet the dog. Okay.
Yes.
Is that a room? Oh, it's an exit, I think. Out onto the balcony. And it is. I think she said we can get 3 rooms or something. I don't think we can kill Aloth now. Unless I take Aloth and then slaughter him, but that kind of feels like cheating. We'd get his items for free and stuff. I wanted to fight him fair and square, but not if the entire city is going to aggro. I guess it's a quick save. I guess it's not fair if it's 5 versus 1. Let me quick save and see if we can kill him without everyone aggroing. He did cause a ruckus after all. No one aggroed on him then. These guys in combat? No. He's tough, isn't he? They must boost their stats when they're not in your party for this very reason. Try and barbaric blow some of these arcane assaults. Doesn't hit friendlies, fortunately. I need to get some hotkeys going on. Holy Radiance. They're all getting into melee, of course. What else can I do? Oh, I can do the this thing.
What is it?
Quest failed. That would have been Aloth's quest.
Well?
Now we can take his stuff. Aloth's leather armor. Look at this. He's got some stuff. He's got a grimoire too. Fan of Flames. Oh, right. How do I... Aha. See, look. I can hit this and learn them. What is this one again? Freeze damage and messes up their accuracy. Has this got a range on it? I'm confused by this spell. It cost me 100 copper. I can't afford that right now. I need to hire one more person still. But we can get those things eventually. A new cape. And this stuff. Plus 10% ability area of effect. I think we'll give that to Morathi. No, we'll just give it to our wizard. Dead man's clothing. What is this he was wearing? Heavy DR10. I'll give that to our tank. And you had breastplate. That's only DR8. What are you wearing? Light armor, good. Low recovery. Okay, I think we're good there. We are good. Oh, any other hats? This hat probably looks ridiculous. More hoods for my cult. Yes. Might want to save that for our ranger, though.
Well?
Nobody aggroed. Awesome. Screw you, Aloth. What else is going on in this town? Still got our little pig. We have a house. Items like grappling hooks and hammers. Okay. Aha! That indicates stealing. Even the barrel. Tuatanu. This Almar man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscles. Small ears frame his square-jawed face, coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. Offers you a broad smile. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we find weapons and armor to offer yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near a week now, and haven't seen any sign of it. Have to expect that they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them, or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe, to make some coin. As if that lot would dare. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could... Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for your weapons. I like weapons. I'll find the supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring the supplies back and there'll be plenty more to offer you. Awesome. A discount as well. Black Meadow. I ain't finished yet. We must have something. Yes. Oh, hey, they have uniques immediately. Jenna's Lance. So these weapons, the itemization in this game is very good, but it's not like Diablo or anything, obviously. If you've played CRPGs before. These weapons here, these uniques, these are good enough to use for the entirety of the game. They're obviously incredibly expensive for us as well. Like this hold wall. Crit, prone on crit is pretty awesome. Plus 20% attack speed. It is an arbalest though, which have very low attacks. You have to like crank them by hand. And a stiletto. Any like wands and stuff. Oh, look at this, a bolt, a buckler too. Oh, only used by paladins. Screw you then. Got some rings, cape of withdrawal. Plus 15 defense while disengaging. A nice belt, none of which we can afford. Bronze horn figurine. This is a summoning item. We want to get this at some point. So we need to remember that this guy has this stuff. As for Valkyria's shield, I don't think I want her using huge shields. I think medium's fine. The bigger your shield, the more deflection, but also the higher accuracy penalty you take. Okay, so we got to find that fella's supplies. Where was that again? Black Meadow. Can I look at the world map from here? Yes, I can. We haven't found Black Meadow yet. Said it was to the east. Little house over here, see if we can get in there. Speed this up a bit. There we go. Free booze. Maybe we can make that savoury pie. What's going on in here? Oh, Nonton. That's the guy. His friend died to a bear. He can steal their stuff, apparently. Law books. Ordinarily, I'd read through it, but... Ingrode. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Hail and well met.
Can I help you? Do you know this man, Nonton? Why don't you lock your door? Yes, I think we met in the Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? We need to go kill that bear. You two are in good spirits for people who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband. In my fashion, I'm only sorry I could not convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. They were about to embrace. Something fishy going on. You seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay. When in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. It's time for some new scenery.
What is it?
Dodgy. Dodgy goings on.
What is it?
What is it? Can we go in here? We can. So take some gold rot chew. Oh, this is drugs. So it gives you big bonuses, but then you crash afterwards. So unless you can keep up taking the drugs, you're going to regret it. There's a bunch of that in the game. What's this place? Oh, these are just Kickstarter backer people. Oh, this is all stealing. What is there? It's just a book anyway. You only get in trouble if you actually take it. Some food, nothing worth taking.
A blade in the dark.
Just trying to sneak so that I can try and spot things. But we don't have a good spotter right now. I shouldn't have left our ranger to last, because that's going to be our trap spotting, etc. stuff expert. Mistakes were made. I wonder if I can sell enough stuff to get 250 copper. I wonder. I'm going here as well. Check out all these houses. Alfra. Can I take your stuff? Oh, I can't. A bewildered woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Good day, stranger.
Well, finally, I was starting to think, oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. Can I help you? Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice, too. Who are you expecting? My sister Kalisha is traveling. Well, she's not traveling anymore. The caravan was attacked and we escaped, but Kalisha was caught in a bivouac. Kalisha didn't make it. Covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide in horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kalisha was always so certain she could take on any danger. My poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I just can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Quit your snivelling. How are you going to raise a child if you're this weak? Alpha looks up with stunned surprise. I was never as strong as she was. All I ever wanted was a quiet life, and now there's nobody to help me. Slight negative for Gilded Vale. Why did you send for Kalisha? And get her killed? I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. Alright, the Hollowborn. I'm told Kalisha as much as I could, but all I know is, for a long time now, every child born is soulless. It's happening to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them. With Hathort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. Oh, I can't do those things. You need to be paladin orders. I hoped Kalisha would help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being Hollowborn. But she moved south to Anslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else now, with Kalisha gone. Please, can you help me? Are you going to reward me for this? What's in it for me? I can only offer you coin. But Ranga has many potions and crafts for sale. Maybe you'll find something of interest, so it wouldn't be a wasted trip. You're welcome to some of my food if you want. I have some fruit. Ah, give me some fruit. I'll find Ranga. He gave me some fruit. And 20 copper. Good stuff. Lagoon to the south. Cross the wilds to get there. Okay then, we have stuff to do.
Well?
Got supplies to find. We got to find some Ranga person to help this lady and her child.
As you wish.
Is there anywhere else to go in this town? There's this windmill. See what that's all about. Run! My little cult is on the move. Our casters have so little hit points. Oh, what's going on? We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull, says Swaynor. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Swaynor. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back. Trumbull. And we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Investigate a feud. Getting involved in all sorts of stuff. Awesome looking windmill, by the way. Look at the detail on that. Let's have a look inside here. See what Trumbull is up to. An elven man stands before you. His relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labour. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises his club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back, if you value your life. I don't like being threatened. We have that in common then, Trumbull says, raising his chin a little. With all the poison Swainer's dripping into their ears, it's not going to be long before someone decides they'd rather do things the messy way. They won't let anything happen to my family. Who's Swaynor? The dwarf, the one standing out there spreading lies amongst the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades and hasn't got any kind of time. Who are you? Is Swaynor roping in foreigners to do his little crusade? What was that ruckus outside? I got some experience. Where to begin? Swainer's whipped them up into a froth, going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale, and Swaynor and his lot don't mind that part. We take a look at the fields on the way out of town. The crop's blighted and most of what I'm getting from farmers. It's gone off. It's rotten through. This town is in trouble. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swaino's howling after things he has no right to. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. It's not. Look, Swain has always been a rotten bastard, with stores so limited that maybe I saved the good stuff for people who deserve it. Alpha, for instance. She's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? Do the villagers know? Some, the innkeeper. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then. What about this innkeeper? I wouldn't drink the ale is what I'm saying. Maybe I'll go and talk to Swainor. I'll be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it. Hey, as long as I get some XP. Oh, hey. In my debt. I like that.
Yes.
Can this door open? Nope. But there is a box over here. What's in it? Nothing good. Let's go and talk to Swainor. I assume he's in the inn. Did it tell me? We'll look in our journal. Against the grain. Likely to be in the inn.
Well?
We're going to go there. And most likely rest. Which I think is what you need to do next. So our first dungeon over there. We'll be in there soon. Our first little dungeon. Maybe we can slaughter Adair over there too. Swain, oh, here you are.
Hail and well met.
What was that all about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's king of the town on account he's got the mill to his name. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich. That's what it's fucking about. Now shove off. Testy. I'm not being diplomatic. What are you doing here then? What's it look like? Drinking till I forget about how much I want to put a pitchfork through Chumple's face. Been threatening his family. All nobility that Trumbull. Two big strong kids, purest soul in all of Gilded Vale. Coward sending out messengers to handle his business. We can go and tell him we haven't had a solid meal in days on account of him. We can't afford a good drink on account of him. But we won't be bullied by some foreigner on account of him. Attack. We can attack this guy. We can also haul him up out of his chair. I like hauling him up out of his chair. That's a might 16 action. Hey, hold on. I need to get nasty. We won't go near the miller. We're just hungry is all. Looks like that isn't changing. We'll just side with that rotten bastard and go right ahead. You and this whole fucking town. He's not happy. But we got XP. So
Well?
I don't care what he's got to say. We're going to rest and then go and see that fella for, hopefully, a nice reward. I'd like a room, please. Oh, what have we got for sale? Press the correct thing, Indrid.
Hello.
Can we sell anything else? How much do we have? Only 62, eh? Balls. We have some fruit. It's worth nothing. How much is a grimoire worth? Oh, hey. It's worth 100. Let's just sell it. I want my last person. What else can we sell? This stuff? 0, 10. We sell the drugs. Is everything else 0? Right, this stuff. This is worth some stuff. There's that springberry. Vessel flesh. We're up to 180. We're getting there. Ooze plasma. Well, that'll be enough. We can get our last person. Which will be here. Oh, do we want a level 2 adventurer though for For 500. I'm thinking we do, because otherwise they're going to be quite behind on XP and stuff. What else can we sell? All of this crap. Still not enough. We have like, yeah, these random helmets. Some weapons. Is this a, aha, a scepter? One of our casters can use that. We've got enough. Look at that. So we can get a level 2 ranger. Gonna be a female. An elf. A wood elf for this bonus down here. Ranger. Ranger is a pet class. You get an animal companion. Mostly used to tank. Okay. What do we want to start with? Wounding shot. 2 per encounter. Can hobble them. And it does the same amount of damage as the attack over time. Marked prey. Damage bonus against them. Well, what's the damage bonus? Let's get wounding shot. It only gives you a damage bonus, right? The ranger and the animal companion. Let's get wounding shot. All right, we get to choose. Antelope has the highest defenses. The bear, highest damage reduction. I believe they also have the highest might. I think they have 2 more damage reduction. Boar inflicts more damage when under 50% health. I believe the boar also has the highest constitution and resolve. So they're actually pretty decent tanks. Even though it says the bear's got good damage reduction. Doesn't have as much constitution as the boar. Lion can roar. Stag does AoE damage. Wolf is quick and can avoid. I think we'll go for the boar, because I believe it has the most constitution and resolve. And we want this guy to be able to intercept and tank a little bit. Oh no, I have to give the animal companion a name. Let's call him Grafe, which is a dark elf place, I believe. Grafe, something like that. Here we go then. Might for some DPS. Intellect? What is intellect? I guess duration. No, I don't think this is good for a ranger. We want accuracy for sure. Dexterity. Let's get a little bit of constitution. $16, $15, $15 on our 3 mains. And some. The white that wins for the +1 perception. Right, you're going to be mechanics and a bit of stealth too. Oh hey, hunter gives us both. Awesome. And you, I couldn't find any, again, I couldn't find any reference to an evil Warhammer Fantasy, like, ranged weapon user. Even to find a non-evil one, it was pretty damn difficult. So, you're going to be... Dark Elves have these units called Shades. They're kind of scouts. I think they use crossbows. So maybe we'll try to use a crossbow. Maybe we'll use a gun or something. Where's the... This is going to be my Shade. These colors are okay. Again, black hair, you're a dark elf. Do you have anything that looks like that portrait? Give you a mohawk. Yes. And your head. What one did... I think Marathi had 3. You can be 2. Your voice.
Yes. Now I am leader of the group.
Feisty.
Time to see and not be seen.
So since I couldn't find reference to any character, you are going to be simply the Shade. You're like the assassin of the cult. That's your title. Here we go. We've got a boar. And now we have our ranger. There's the boar. Awesome. I don't like this pig. Get out of here. Can we sell the pig? I don't think we can. I wanted to change your voice, I think. To be sinister. There we go. I don't think it will matter too much. Formation. Oh, why is it all changed? Because I mixed the people around, I think. So do something like this. The boar can kind of hang out here, try and intercept people. You need to be closer. There you go.
Yes.
We're over an hour, and we haven't had a fight in this episode. We are going to rest.
Hello.
I'd like a room, please. So we get this one for free. We can also pay to get some nice rest bonuses. We got no money. It triggers an event. Look at that. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inwards like mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke to the magistrate. He called her an animancer. XP! And I think that's the sound of someone leveling up. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. There we go. Oh, the shade leveled up. Really? Oh, we didn't level you up at all, did we? That was just us getting XP, I think. Okay. You're gonna be... Oh, was it stealth and survival I gave you? I thought it was stealth and mechanics. Damn it. We'll give you some mechanics now then. I completely misread that. Survival's good. But yeah, we want that mechanics pumping up. Talent straight away. Vicious companion. Okay. More damage and bypassing DR. Accurate wounding shot, so +10 accuracy on our wounding shot ability. A resilient companion, more damage reduction. A faithful companion, more defense against all this stuff. Merciless companion, for 30% more damage. Oh, when they do sneak attacks. I like accurate wounding shot. I also like a resilient companion. I think we'll go for this right now. Make our wounding shot better. So many good choices. Let's quick save. And have a look at this tree. What is going on with this tree? This dwarf animancer lady.
Of course.
Just on fast mode, so everyone's zipping around. Oh, she's glowing. Can I? There we go. Caldara Diva Baranzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow as she sags at the tug of a noose. That sags at the tug of a noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out for a woman. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with a new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt in your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. When you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Thank goodness there's voice acting. How are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I need to understand something that's happened for me. She nods, a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks. Delightful.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
I think I've survived the bivouac. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Farewell, strange dead dwarven chick.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldara closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown space of waiting. Granted, Crucible of the Soul, we got a new skill because we are apparently a watcher, someone who can speak to, interact with, and see the souls of people.
17 and a half.
Isn't that grand?
Yes.
Where is this? Okay. Crucible of the Soul. Drains burn damage as endurance. Awesome. So we get a new skill. You get these watcher skills throughout the game as you progress.
What is it?
So now we have the main quest to go travel to Caed Noir and speak to this other watcher called Merwold and try and understand what's going on. Perhaps you can tell me more about what's happening to me. We've also got these side quests, of course. And we'll be doing it all starting next episode. And I promise there will be some combat. We have assembled the cult. We've even got a boar. I think I should put the boar here. Yes. There you go, buddy. Grafe.
What is it?
Didn't we have a... Yes, we had a scepter. Marathi should get that first, I think. Go away. Yay! Actually doesn't have to run into melee. Oh, wizard still... Oh, wizard's got on too. Well done. He'll still be running into melee like a dumbass though. But hey, there's the cult. And next time, we'll be doing some stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.